Welcome back to another episode of Fallen London. Here we are still in Ladybones Road, trying to increase our watchfulness. Let's see, last time we were doing this quest called... working on this tattooed courier. Making your name. So the courier's been talking to a gin-soaked actress. We just got to 5, so we can do this one. Who is this old drunk? Is she buying information or selling it? The constables are willing to pay you to find out. Like a spider with without the sorrow. You have not had a scrap of payment from the constables as yet, but hope springs eternal. You hold a damp and chilly vigil outside the actress's door. The gin-soaked actress makes a few visits to a wretched gin shop. You discount the visits at first, but she doesn't seem to be contacting anyone else. The third time she visits the gin shop, you are hiding near the back door. From your coal bunker, you see an urchin girl climb out of an upper window and scuttle across the rooftops. There's no catching her now, but a little more surveillance and you'll be ready for her next time. All right. So there's more tattooed courier. Let's check out these other ones before we keep doing on that one. Sketch a tattoo with a secret at Clathermont's tattoo parlor. You think you can tell when a customer is asking for a tattoo with a hidden message. The constables will pay for accurate sketches of tattoos that may contain messages to foreign powers. Snatch a glimpse and memorize it. If you hang around the shop, you can probably get a look at one of those special tattoos. You'll have to sketch it later on from memory to avoid arousing suspicion. And we succeeded. 21 moon pearls. That'll do, not a perfect reproduction. You're not convinced the symbols around the outside were faithfully rendered, but it'll pass. Alright. There's another option. Make clandestine sketches right there in the shop. If you pretend to be a waiting customer, perhaps you could make sketches under the pretense of writing letters or keeping your diary. One of the triplets who assists the Clathermont is watching you suspiciously. You make your excuses and leave, turning your face aside. %. You would think you would win every other time with 55%. Perfect. You sit in a corner composing a letter to a non-existent aunt. All the time watching a mirror out of the corner of your eye. You can see one of the triplets who assists Clathermont quite clearly working on the symbol you know as the broken sun. You sketch the symbols around it perfectly. The constables will be pleased. But you do not have to submit to a small tattoo to get out of the shop without arousing suspicion. Flustered, you blurt out the name of the letters addressed to, and leave the shop with a tattoo of a non-existent aunt. All right. Learn Clathermont's tattooist's language of hints. No one directly requests a secret in their tattoo. Get casual work sweeping the parlor and listen in. Customers ask for secrets to be encoded in their tattoos through slang and innuendo. If you can listen in and get the hang of this, it'll be valuable information. Nothing is ever made explicit. Clathermont has 3 gum triplets who serve as his assistants. Some say they're his daughters, but you've seen them exchange undoubtedly kisses with them. Clathermont himself never applies the more esoteric tattoos. Customers give hints to him. How about a motto, they say? Or, I've written out the lines of a ballad here. Or, the blind boys say this, don't they? And the assistants do the actual work. 9 cryptic clues. Alright. So I think we've done that one. Language. Set a watch on the rear entrance. The constables have heard you're keen-eyed and quick-witted. They'd like you to note who goes in and out secretly. Note down descriptions of visitors. The constables are pleased. 15 moon pearl. See if you can get the names of the visitors. The constables look like they pay a bonus. You shouldn't have questioned the hackney cab drivers. Suspicions will have been raised. You'll need to low low for a little while. Good God, you're good. You pick up some of what you need through eavesdropping, and the rest through questioning hackney cab drivers. Constables are impressed with your thoroughness. 18 moon pearls. All right. I think we did all those. So the Vicar, he wants to know about hell, and we still aren't very good at that. 37% chance. Making your name. Professional award. Thou shalt not bind the church bait's ears, and the labor is worthy of his reward. As the book Timorous in St. Cyrex's exceptionally New Testament has it, of course you may not consider yourself a laborer or a hem, but everyone likes rewards. Your profession brings you an income. Claim it, and you'll receive another award next week. Spend your professional perks and extra benefits. You'll still be able to choose your earnest of payment afterwards. All right. You gain a professional perk each week. Spend it on something helpful, or save up for menace reduction and trade secrets. Second chances, huh? That's when you lose half your nightmare, suspicion, scandal, wounds, or gain a trade secret. If you have 4 of them. So every month you get a trade secret. Increase your skills, sell them, or use them for other purposes. Well, I think I'll just save it. Professional award. Let's go back and get my pay, though. 4 actions. That's nuts. Okay, shadowy's increased to 37. That's pretty good. Charitable denizens of spite may salt their pockets with mousetraps and the occasional albino scorpion, but you steer clear of the worst hazards. You're growing skillful. 500 moon pearls. 1 earnest payment is down to 0. 500 moon pearls is a lot, too. So it's pretty useful to collect rewards from your career. Wonder how easy it is to change career. I haven't really looked at that. I'm sure there's a way to change career, probably in your house or something. This is your house. Society and scandal, matters of the heart, write letters, open up other parts of the city. I'll have to read up on how you change your career. Anyway. Let's see, Vicar or Courier. So the Vicar's still hard. Let's do the Courier. And then we're done with this place, as far as I can tell. Other than just leveling it up. Grinding. Need to build up a seeking. This might be faster. Search their belongings. I want my watchfulness to increase, so I'm doing it the slower way. Well, at least we're starting to succeed now. That's nice. Of course, it fails twice in a row, 3 times in a row after I say that. Yeah, we're 23 now. It's weird how it doesn't update. You have to like refresh. You have to push F5. These are massive action sponges. I got to 5. I'm going to keep going until 6 because it tends to. I'm sure I'd have an easier time if I just searched her belongings. All right. Actually, I did that one. There it is. All right. The tattooed messenger has been talking to a Jinzooked actress. He's been passing messages via a spider-footed urchin. What's that? What is this agile urchin girl going? Where is this? Where's she going? She hasn't actually got spider feet as far as you know. She's tremendously fast, though. You'll never keep up with her on the rooftops, but after a few trips, you should be able to work out her route. All right. East. Every time you lose a spider-footed urchin on the rooftops, you mark the spot where you lost her. When she passes again, you pick up her trail. It takes days, but eventually you trace the urchin's path. She heads eastward, across the well-trodden rooftops of Spite, and further east still to the colored lights of Mrs. Plenty's most distracting carnival. Finally, the urchin heads to the tent of Madame Shoshana, the fortune teller. What's going on in there? You must travel to Mrs. Plenty's carnival. Select top and then travel to the carnival. The way to the carnival can be opened from your lodgings. Onwards. Find a tattooed contact. Well, I think we want to do the carnival, huh? Can be opened from your lodgings. Find a way to other parts of the city, maybe? There it is. Gain access to Flit. It said you only need two things to get around in the Flit. A head for heights and a criminal record. Actually, the second is optional, but they'll want to see you climb like a pro. It's most interesting with players of Shadowy 60 plus. All right. So there's a ton of other places that you can eventually get to. If you have, if you're a high level place. Watchful 60 plus. Watchful in the 80s and up. Shadowy persuasive 95 plus. Bribe your way into Flit. 1,200 moon pearls. All right. Anyway. Mrs. Plenty's most distracting carnival. Cures for all the ails of flesh and spirit. Paradisical diversions to rival anything on the surface. All for a reasonable price. Oops, I missed the word, but that's okay. Buy tickets to the carnival. The carnival stalls accept tickets. They must be purchased or exchanged for secrets or stolen, but that would be dishonest. Pay for carnival tickets? Oh no, how droll are you? The very idea. 61% chance of doing that. Buy tickets with cryptic clues. Madame Shoshana knows the value of secrets. She knows when to reveal them and when to save them. Come closer and tell her some things you know. You won't regret it. Could go either way. For 20 cryptic clues, 40 whispered hints. Madame Shoshana is, as you are assured, Denise's most mystical fortune teller, and it's positively uncanny how much she knows. Secrets are her business. Whisper in her, some in her ear, and she'll reward you. And then we have Mrs. Penny likes moon pearls. She wears enough of them to keep a dozen clockmakers in business. We'll buy some with moon tickets. 10 Carnival tickets for 50 moon pearl. You deposit your pearls in the machine. Moments later, it dispenses a roll of tickets. Ah, technology. How savage and fast the pace of change. All right, so now we're in Mrs. Plenty's Carnival, which is right there. Okay. Skipping all the ones we've seen before, so we got all of these ones. A whole bunch of stuff to do. And, of course, we're running out of actions. The most educational anatomy exhibition. The noted pedagogue, Mrs. Plenty, presents an informative and educational exhibition of anatomy and dances of antiquity for discerning gentlefolk. You will be improved. Wonder at this gentleman's muscular development. Marvel at his dermis and ligaments. Be improved by displays of his movements and flexation. Watchful quality gives you a 69% chance. Failed. An improving display. And consider the specimen's superior gluttonal muscle develop in tone. This has been achieved by constant exercise and diet of blood puddings. Turn around, Mr. Studley, please. Thank you. Now we have your attention to the subject's abdominal development. Do you feel improved? Is it hot in here? Okay. Got watchfulness and persuasive, and got more scandal. Weird. Succeeded. Now observe the definition of the quadriceps and how they are balanced by the deltoids. Did the specimen just wink at you? Yes, he did. At the end of the display, you sidle over and learn some facts of a different nature. Okay. A female specimen, a bandage specimen, a robbery specimen. Watchful. Wonder at the lady's Vitruvian perfection. Study carefully. She demonstrates rhythmic motions and serpentine litheness in ancient dances. All right. She performs a dance of antiquity from the third city. Be hypnotized by the rhythmic movements of her hips. Marvel at the thing she's doing now with that silk veil. She catches your eye and curls lips. Her lips curl in a slow smile. You saunter over ever so casually and find out more than you thought you would. Gain 20 whispered hints. All right. Bandage specimen. What's beneath the bandages? Shall we endeavor to discover? The specimen is discovered for the edification of all. That, of course, is no tomb colonist. That's Mr. Adon Former, the male exhibit wrapped in torn sheeting. A pair of cheeky urchins are trying to peel away his grubby bandages. He tries to bat away their little hands, but they're too quick. Discovery's imminent. You take pity on the poor soul and grab the urchins by their ears. Later, he shares some information by the way of a thank you. 20 more whispered hints. These are all basically the same, but different little stories. Rubbery man. The boneless writhing has attracted some rather unpleasant comments. You feel sorry for the rubbery man, whose eyes are rolling helplessly. Luckily, the woman with the loudest voice has a rather large nose and you point out and laugh until the crowd's attention is on her. They are a fickle lot. Much later, you find some amber in your pocket. 20 nodules of deep amber. Nice. Okay, we did the anatomy exhibition. The refreshment pavilion. The pavilion is less civilized than it sounds. Warning, some foods may damage your abilities. Try some hot wine. Hot spiced wine to warm the body and soothe the spirit, to make calm your nerves, but public drinking is frowned upon. You shouldn't have had that third cup of wine. You probably shouldn't have had that fifth cup either. They go down, as a dockside jargon has it, easy, but they come up terrible hard. You slink home to wash the neath mud out of your hair and forget the sea of disapproving eyes. Increasing your scandal. Same thing. You were fortunate. The wine is cheap and rough, but when heated and spiced, becomes something altogether better. It keeps the chill out. You'll sleep well tonight. All right. Got nothing for that. Oh, we're out of action. So, thanks for watching. See you next time on Fallen London.